Yes, hello, cruel world. It's me, Haddix speaking. And this evening, I'm going to read you something that I spent 4.5 hours writing today, after inspired by the perfect omelette that I made for myself for my afternoon breakfast. I'm recording this for those of you that don't have the attention spans to read it in its raw format. Oh, words. And if you find yourself easily offended by things, I suggest that you no longer proceed any further into this recording, because it's filthy. Well, without further ado, and I'm determined to do this in one take, bear with me. How to cook the perfect omelette. Sometimes, the missing ingredient to the perfect omelette is a well-oiled pan. Other times, the missing ingredient to the perfect omelette is you don't have a soul. Make a pendulum out of dental floss and a block of cheese. Don't have cheese in the house? You don't have a soul. Crack 2 eggs in a bowl and beat. If you habitually added milk to the omelet concoction, you don't have a soul. Take your cheese pendulum and hover it over the beaten eggs. If the pendulum rotates clockwise, you need more oil in your pan. If the pendulum rotates counterclockwise, the heat is too high. If the pendulum does not rotate at all, you don't have a soul. So, you don't have a soul. Here's how to make the perfect omelet. Crack 5 more eggs into your bowl and beat. Now you have 7 eggs. Bodies without souls require more calories. Fact. Take your least favorite dusty religious text off the shelf and cut up the words of God. Beat the word of God into your egg mixture. You are fertilizing the eggs with the word of God. Put the freshly fertilized scrambly egg bowl under a black light. Sit patiently and watch your chickens grow. Aren't you a proud chicken daddy? 7 healthy, holdy chicks, squabbling all over each other, trying to peck their siblings' eyes out. Make note of how many chickies are female and how many are male. Seriously, this is an important step, and your soulless fate depends on it. Hint: the more females, the better. Take your chickies to the trampoline. You probably don't own a trampoline, so borrow someone else's, preferably without their permission. Place feather babies on trampoline and jump violently until the babies learn how to fly. Look at them bounce! Such chaotic confusion and panic. Just kidding. Chickens fertilized with the words of God aren't meant for flying, but that sure was fun, wasn't it? Back to business. Gather up your dizzy chickies. Segregate the males from the females. Bite the heads off all the males. Throw the bloody heads at the nasty children in the schoolyard. Discard the stinking rooster bodies in Goodwill donation dumpsters. Great job! You fulfilled your charitable deed for a lifetime. You should only have hens left. Place them in the microwave until they are fully grown. If your chickies were all male, you're fucked. No omelets for you. Suicide is definitely an option. Give Satan my regards. Depending on how many hens you have, here is what you do with each of them in this specific order. First hen. Select the sexiest of the brood. Her name is Omelette. Put her in a cage made out of cat bones and beggar's hair. Feed her nothing but foie gras and blood sausage for the remainder of her natural life. Every time she lays an egg, gather the egg and pluck one of her wing feathers. Hold down Omelette and sharpen the quill with her beak until the quill is razor sharp. Second hen. Place the heaviest hen in a large kettle pot. Kettle must not be black. Paint that shit gold. Hen in the kettle's name is Inkpad. She is your ink pad for Omelette's blood quills. Take all beak-sharpened blood quills and stab Inkpad repeatedly for blood ink. Make sure she doesn't die. This is your only ink pad. Now that you have red ink on your blood quill, take Omelette's egg and draw a goetic demon sigil found in the 1666 Farmer's Almanac. One by one, egg by egg, sigil by sigil, newly sharpened feather each time. You are fertilizing the eggs with demon sigils. They have life now. Any eggs laid by Inkpad should be immediately taken away and thrown at your neighbor's house. Third hen. Treat her with, select the blackest hen. This is Mother. Treat her with as much respect as your soulless body can muster. She lives in your bedroom now. Place her on your favorite pillow and anoint her chicken brow with oil of gold. Paint her scaly feet with Hindu alta. Kiss her feet and ask her kindly to incubate the sigilized Omelette eggs. Bathe her in rose water. Kiss her calcified chicken lips. Don't use your tongue. This is your mother. Knit her a bikini out of the mice hair found in owl pellets. Worship Mother as she sits on Omelette's demon-fertilized eggs and incubates them. Any eggs laid by Mother should be used to feed Inkpad, hard-boiled because he's still stuck at making omelettes. Fourth hen. Making the perfect omelette is hard work that requires many moons. You're probably starving by now. You need a snack to hold you over. Have you ever eaten anything alive? Well, here's your chance. The fourth hen name is Biscuit. Take Biscuit and pluck all her feathers while reciting the invocation to summon Astaroth. Now that Biscuit is naked, marinate her in spit and sea salt. Take Biscuit into your arms. She's cold without feathers and wet from your spit marinade. Hug her sweetly and whisper, "I hope your ass tastes as good as it smells," into the little dot on the side of her head that's actually an ear. Wildly ravish her flesh with your chomping teeth. Extra points if you can eat all of her muscles before her heart stops. Astaroth is pleased. Make an ankle bracelet out of any biscuit bones you didn't consume during your ravenous fury. Fifth hen. Now that you've eaten, you could probably use a drink. Challenge the fifth hen to a drinking duel. Call this chicken Susan. Let her choose the liquor. I hear chickens like tequila, so you'll likely be getting drunk off of a couple bottles of agave-derived spirits. Susan isn't the seasoned alcoholic that you are, and she has a very low tolerance. It doesn't take much for her to get completely blasted. Peer pressure her into drinking more. The object of this game is Susan dying from alcohol poisoning. Make a good time out of it. Have her dress up, dance, sing. Don't touch her until she's too drunk to consent. Once she chokes to death on her own chicken vomit, get the biggest funnel you have and place it in the tequila bottle spout. Twist and wring Susan's lifeless body until all the blood and unprocessed tequila is sapped out and drained back into the bottle. You weren't going to waste all that perfectly good booze, were you? Save for a rainy day, special occasion, or house guests. Sixth hen. If you are blessed with many female chickies and have a sixth hen, name her after your stepfather. If you don't have a stepfather, name her Richard. You are still drunk from drinking with Susan, and you're looking to pick a fight. Look no further. Richard is the runt of the brood, and you've always had a knack for picking on defenseless peons. Beat Richard senseless. Get creative. Torture Richard. Make him beg. Turn him into a living piñata. The world is your torture chamber, and Richard is your little bitch. Make the other chickens watch, except for Mother. She is to be respected, and doesn't have the stomach for violence while doing the important work of sigilized egg incubation. Seventh hen. If all your 7 chickies were female and you have a remaining hen, congratulations! She is your lover now. Her name is Happy Hole. Hens only have one rear orifice. They poop, pee, fuck, and lay eggs, all with the one versatile hole. Get to know this hole. It's here for your pleasure. Dress Happy Hole in latex and put her on a leash. She's naturally kinky and submissive, just the way you like them. Any eggs that Happy Hole lays may be cracked and used as your sexual lubricant. Never introduce Happy Hole to Mother. Happy Hole is not allowed in the bedroom. Your fucking will take place in the kitchen only. Now that we have all the hens in their proper places doing their allotted duties, here's what's next. All of the demon-fertilized eggs that Mother is incubating will soon hatch. And when they do, surprise! Turkeys! This is how turkeys are made. Bet you didn't know that fun fact, did ya? These turkeys are to be raised in your basement. Make sure they do not see sunlight until they are fully grown. Night vision turkeys. This is your growing army of vile fowl, and they are here to do all of your evil bidding. Next, next time the nasty children taunt you from the schoolyard about how ugly and smelly you are, just sick your turkeys on them. If the subsequent bloodshed turns you on, deposit your hate seed into Happy Hole. If you don't have a Happy Hole because you are burdened with male chickies, under no circumstances should you touch the turkey-mangled children. They are harbingers of disease. Find an alley cat instead. Ready for the perfect omelette? Once you feel like you have enough turkeys in your evil basement army, it's time to make the perfect omelette. If you haven't guessed already, you're about to make an omelette so darn good, it's an omelette with a capital O. That's right. Go to Omelette's cat bone and beggar hair cage. Take her out. She probably won't have many wing feathers left because all of those blood quills. That's okay. We want her naked anyways. Pluck the rest of her feathers until all of her pimply pink skin is exposed. Her beak should be very dull from all the quill sharpening. This is favorable. The anus is a delicate place, and you don't want to cut your insides. Now, take some of Happy Hole's eggs, the one you use as a sexual lubricant, and if you don't have a Happy Hole, use mother's eggs. Beat half a dozen Happy Hole eggs with 2 cups of Crisco, and cover Omelette's entire naked body with the slippery slop. Now, these next steps require a lot of patience, but I promise the perfect omelet is worth it. You probably aren't wearing any pants in the first place, but if you are, take them off. In fact, get naked. You can leave your socks on. Paint your lips a sultry shade of red to boost your confidence. Now, get the greased up naked omelet and place her on your favorite chair. Lie to her about how much you love her, and then direct her body, beak first, into your gaping anus. Omelette may put up a fight, but the movement should allow for optimal anal stretching, and may even tickle your prostate in that magical way. Keep pushing until her body disappears inside your bowels. Grab a broom, shove broom handle into your anus, and push Omelette's body through your digestive tract. Be patient. There are many twists and turns, but if you give your body time, you can work through the tubed obstacles without strain. Rectum to colon, to intestines, to stomach, to esophagus. Once Omelette's body is in your esophagus, reapply your lipstick. You probably sweat it all off, and this is your big moment. You need to be looking your very best. Now, very carefully, push Omelette from your esophagus into your mouth. You probably don't need the broom at this point, but leave it in your body. You look good with the broom bristles sticking out of your ass like a sideways turkey tail. You can use your hands to guide Omelette's body from your esophagus to your mouth. Hold Omelette in your mouth, only briefly. Notice the unexpected texture on your tongue. Carefully spit Omelette onto a plate. Voila! Omelette was reverse digested and is now the perfect fluffy yellow omelette. No bones, no skin, no toes, just pillowy eggs and a perfectly folded, steaming breakfast pocket. Salt to taste. Pour yourself some celebratory Susan tequila. Eat and enjoy.